Runway to boardroom is a concept which highly reflects with the life of a civil engineer. See how it goes when you are an engineer working at sites. It's like the aeroplane in the runway. It is still depending on its rubber tires. But then the journey of takeoff starts. And that's how the change in your life comes. After the age of 8 to 10 years, or after the experience of 8 to 10 years, when you are ready to take off, that's the point where, similar to the aeroplane, you have to start learning to stop using the wheels, start using the wings. Once you are airborne, you first go up to a height of 20,000 feet almost, wherein you get stable to get further momentum. This is the stage when the engineer is trying to get the momentum after he has reached to the leadership levels. Once you are at leadership levels, you get momentum and then you go for the next leap. My dear friends, this next leap is nothing but the leap for the top level, wherein you are into the boardroom, into a CEO role, or into a large role for a leadership. So once you reach that boardroom level or the CEO level, that's the place where you always wanted to be. But then the interesting factor is, even if the you reach the height of 34,000 feet, you should not forget one thing, that very soon you have to descend and you have to land also. And why I say this whole phenomena for an aeroplane from taking off to airborne to landing reflects with the life of a civil engineer, because this is how you have to shift your career. This is how you have to learn the transformation of a skill set, the transformation of mindset, the transformation of leadership skills, adoption of new technologies, adoption of the leadership skills, adoption of all the things which are required to live at that higher level. And then when you reach the final altitude of 34,000 feet, you go to the boardroom level, you're ready for the CEO roles, your mindset further changes. But the message here is, however height you achieve, you always have to stay grounded. And staying grounded means you have to come back to the ground one day. And that means the fundamentals of engineering you always should keep with you, starting from the financial tools, starting from the project management concepts, starting from the planning tools and everything. And that is how the engineer becomes a leader. And from the journey of leader, he reaches to the level of a boardroom. That's how the journey goes. And I think this is a very strong phenomena to make us understand where do we stand in our journey of runway to boardroom.